there's only one formal mention of Rastafari in reasoning His Majesty's words and biblical, and have the intention has been to develop some actual works, economic and different kind of works, but it's difficult because everyone is scattered around the country, and so it's quite hard to build momentum. And at one time there was talk about a royal tour of bringing some elders out to Aotearoa, which has, again, it's just our capacity to organize is very limited. And as I said before, there's a lot of people who chant Ja Rastafari and wear the colors and these kinds of things, but have no knowledge or understanding of Rastafari, who His Majesty
That's in New Zealand.
Yeah, New Zealand, yeah. Aotearoa, New Zealand, yeah. And so, but we've got our next gathering coming up, and I think we're going to have more people than we've had for a couple of years. So, just trying to build, but I think those of us who are kind of active in trying to build some works are very excited by the words and teachings coming out, particularly Russ Flacco, who's often talking about building the works, like doing, instead of arguing theology, do some work, build the nation. And so that's a real inspiration for I. And also just to say, before I turn off my mic again, just to say what a blessing it is to be here, to share reasoning with people from all of the international. Rastafari is such a blessing. This technology gives us this opportunity to link together in this way. And I just want to give thanks for the opportunity and to meet ones and ones and reason together and share the love of His Majesty. Yeah, so I give thanks.
Rastafari. So it's a good note that we can seal on and know that the love is being shared, and stages, we've come a far way, and now we reach. In this modern time, we can use this technology, and we do pray that His Majesty will guide us and strengthen us and advise us what to do, and also be our comfort in times of trouble, because we have no one else to lean on. His Majesty, we can hold on to, and is a reference point. And His mercy and judgment, but we pray for more mercy and judgment. We don't want to be like careless Ethiopians and go down in Babylon, and we just want to be firm in our doing and steadfast in our ways. So it's good that we're using this medium now to build momentum and to share. And even those who did not get the opportunity to come on, we could also share that we had a very good conference. Although we expected more youths, the conference is not restricted. Ones can also participate, because ancient was a youth, now is an ancient. So it's a balance, and we pull on each other's experiences. And that is the gift of Rastafari. Each one experience counts. Each one testimony is important. And that is the way for Iman to go forward, in building the relationship across land and sea, because the chant is across land and sea. So how can we chant land and sea, or we are not involving in land and sea connectivity of Rastafari nation? And the ancient Rastafari is more than the sand on the seashore. So it is time for we to come out of Jamaica, those who have the ability, those who have the technology, and to bond with Rastafari without partiality and without any discrimination. One Rastafari for I and an impressment. So I give thanks.
And we hear from Russ Louis already, but if we could everyone make a little short thing before you go, my Ancient. And another thing too, my Ancient, I want you to keep in mind Russ Louis as because where one or two is gathered, the Almighty Himself will be there. You see what I'm saying? So
Yes.
I want you to recognize Russ Louis as the Zoom priest. So he will give us the prayer. Don't forget to call on him to pray.
Give thanks, my brother. I appreciate love that.
And we see early bird, my Asian.
Bless
he
him.
could speak an Ayata Tafari, and then everything is okay.
Yes. Rastafari.
Yeah, man. Feel free. Go ahead, man.
Blessed love.
Give thanks.
Yeah, man. They are listening to the reasoning still, and it's up full still, and London middle still, yeah?
London,
Give thanks.
Yeah. Yeah, man. me
hot
there.
spot. You have to pray
Yeah.
to stay safe there.
Yes. Where are you, brother?
I'm in South Africa, the two hot spot,
All right. Now, so,
South
yes.
Africa and England. Right now,
Yeah,
there's a
yeah.
brother here with me from your area, you know, Maishan. His name is
Yes.
Chubby. He
Yes.
was 1 minute there, early bird. He was stuck at the airport. Couldn't
Okay.
get a flight because it looked like they don't want no flight from England or South Africa.
Yeah. We're stuck. We can't move. No flight. Everything locked off.
Oh, so he's stuck here. His name is Chubby. I don't know if you know him, Aisha.
Might see me link with 12 tribe, the Stratham branch. 12 tribe of Israel, Stratham,
Okay.
HQ. In local still, to Brixton. Walking distance from Brixton.
It's good.
Yeah, man. So where are you, big man?
Hi, man.
Yes, bless.
Give thanks. Yeah, it's a global conference, you know. So we have Jamaica, South Africa,
Yeah,
New
man.
Zealand, Italy, England,
Yeah,
Mexico.
yeah.
You know, that's it, because the focus was on the youth side of it.
Yeah, I realize that still.
But for, I don't know, I can't explain. We don't know if give thanks for those who are here,
Yeah,
those
man.
who are present, because that's the joy of Rastafari. We
Yes.
always give thanks, you know. So how many lessons to learn? And still we have Russell over there, we have Sister Miriam, who will represent the youth side of things. So we love that same way. And it's always a learning process. And whenever there's youth, there's a continuity of life. Because you say when there are no youths, there's no future.
Yes, sir, I realize that. It's
So
true.
we even give thanks for the youths who are here same way to show their
Yeah,
points.
man. Give thanks because at least some of them,
Yes,
some of them there, so at least the word will spread still.
of course.
Yeah, man.
And
Give thanks to
we
you,
learn
man.
many things because a button change.
Yeah, man.
Changing, sharing ideas, you know, we gain strength from each conversation. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
still a joy.
Yeah,
You know, the
man.
next conference would be like elders conference, then we go to Asian conference. So it's like
Yeah.
as a threefold spectrum where
Yeah,
we
man.
wants to say
Yeah, man.
from gut feeling what they think, what is wrong, what can we fix.
Yeah,
You know,
man.
it is not confrontational, it's just educational.
No. Yes. I got you.
And that is how we're going to build this, you know. And we'll take recommendations for those on the conference, what else we can do to strengthen Rastafari movement, because it's not Rastafari alone and the panel alone. It's for each ones to share ideas or best we can move as one Rastafari nation. And I think that's the collective security that His Majesty is talking about.
Yeah,
you know?
one love.
And we have to bear in mind that. And the organize and centralize, because those words are keywords. And the pooling of resources, you know, those are the instructions of His Majesty. And if we go outside of that, we're gonna in problem.
Yeah, man.
You know, although I grew up in 12 tribes too, and 12 tribes say each man for himself and Jah Rastafari for I and I all. We go through that same way, you know.
Yeah.
So we're not gonna look at all the 12 tribes seed, although we're not condemning them, but we're gonna look broader than the organized and centralized and the collective security and the sustainable development of the Rastafari movement, and see how best we can pool our resources even in small ways, and even how best we can put ideas together. To strengthen the Rastafari movement going forward, because there's always a going forward. We're doing in whichever country we are. The name is Rastafari, and you have that Rastafari identity. We don't know the children of His Majesty. We're not going to deny His Majesty in our works. So the strength go, you see.
Yeah, man. Global.
Yeah, global.
Global now.
Yeah, global.
Rastafari global.
Thanks. Yes, I. Congo Bryce.
Yes, I give thanks. See here, so perhaps we can.
Yeah, give us a summary too.
Yeah, I want to give thanks again for all of us to link internationally for let Jah Works manifest in this year creation, and the linking with different brethren and sistren from all over the world. And so I give thanks for this possibility to do this conference, for the youth conference. And I want again, just to give thanks and let us appreciate the blessings of and the love of His Majesty in this Iowa, in this physical, mental, and spiritual realms of consciousness. So we give thanks all the time, and I just give thanks for life. Yes, I. So perhaps we can seal this conference and do the Ancients conference soon in time and link again to strengthen the community spirit of His Majesty within our heart.
Yes,
So
I. Good words, Bryce.
yes, I.
And respect to all those who have participated. Each one teach one, each one learn for each other. And it's good to be Rastafari. Gracias.
Yes, I. Rastafari.
Yes.
Gracias.
Yes, I.